growing up. It seems like such a simple thing. You just get bigger each year. And then one year, special changes in your body seem to make everything different.
Okay, Cheryl. Truth, dare, double dare, promise or repeat. Pick double dare.
Okay, double dare.
Make it a good double dare, Mariah. Jeff.
A whole new set of feelings unfolds.
He's going like this.
Feelings about yourself and boys and your maturing body.
Hi, Jeff. I'm not saying, but I'm calling because there's this girl, and she really likes you. She thinks you're a total babe. I mean, she really likes you. Her name's Jessica.
Are you kidding? It's a lie! It's a lie! That's so mean.
She doesn't want to admit it to you.
It's a lie, I
A
swear.
time of
It's
change.
True. It is.
One of the changes is a speed up in your rate of growth. However, two girls the same age may have different timetables. These girls are both age 10, now 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Some girls begin adolescence as late as 16. If you mind not being the same size and shape as some of your friends, take heart. You're perfectly normal. And in 3 or 4 years, differences will be much less and seem less important.
So many commercials.
These girls are all the same age. Some of them have started their growth spurts already, while some of the girls have a year or so to wait. Because boys on the average mature much later than girls, many girls will be taller for a while than most boys their age.
Don't invite Jeff. No offense, but if you're going to be wearing such a good outfit, you might do something with your hair.
Hi, it's so mean.
God, oh my God! You guys help me! Help me! I can help you guys! Help me, you guys!
Girls, come on, it's time to go to bed now.
Another change that happens at adolescence is in your skin.
Oh, I'm so sweaty. I wish I could take a shower.
From birth, sweat glands produce perspiration whenever you exercise or get hot. But at adolescence, a different kind of sweat gland begins to work. These new glands work when you're nervous, tense, or afraid.
I have a referral from your teacher, Mrs. Ritz, and she says that you have 3 unexcused tardies to class.
David was young then. David was young then.
These glands are concentrated on the body in a few places, especially under the arms.
Let's just ask you. Let's go. What type of do you want? Here, let me see. All right, what kind of, you want to get a picture?
Unlike the other glands, perspiration from these has an unpleasant odor. You'll probably need to change clothes and to bathe or shower more often than before.
I hate pimples.
Another change in the skin that bothers adolescents is the condition called acne. This cross-section of the skin shows hair follicles, the channels from which the hairs grow. A gland attached to the follicle produces an oily substance that flows out to the skin surface. When you reach adolescence, the flow of oil increases, more in some people than in others. Also during adolescence, the skin begins to grow thicker, and here and there will obstruct some of the openings. The oily material mixed with particles of skin clogs and hardens, forming a plug. When the plug remains, it's what we call a blackhead. Since the glands keep on producing oil, the follicle may eventually break. The skin gets red and swollen, and finally a small infection starts. Multiply this several times, and you have acne. The best way to keep acne under control is by washing with a mild soap and warm water 2 or 3 times a day. This removes oil and helps to clear the pores.
Well, you can have some.
Sometimes health advisors recommend special soaps to help remove the oil.
No.
I need it.
If you have acne, there's one other thing you can do to help. Be healthy.
Actually, school's not that bad.
Sounds too simple? Try this. Eat good food. Get plenty of rest. Get lots of exercise. When you're healthy, your skin is healthy. Try it.
I call him Papagopolis on purpose.
All of these outer changes in height and figure and skin are indications of profound inner changes that have been going on for 2 or 3 years. A girl is started on the way to womanhood by the action of a small gland at the base of the brain, the pituitary. It is a sort of growth clock that sets off a signal in different girls at different ages. The pituitary gland sends out a special hormone that causes the reproductive organs to develop. As the ovaries grow, they begin to produce other hormones. It's these new hormones that bring about various changes in the body during the next few years. The breasts develop. Body hair appears, most noticeably under the arms and in the pubic region. Hips grow broader.
Okay.
These are the changes that you and your friends see. What happens on the outside? The most important changes, however, are those in the reproductive organs. The parts at the surface of the body are the labia, the soft folds that cover the inner organs. The hymen, or maidenhead, a ring of tissue that in most girls partly covers the entrance to the vagina. And the clitoris, a small, highly sensitive organ. This opening is the urethra, the tube leading from the urinary bladder. But it's not part of the reproductive system. The vagina is the canal that leads to the actual organs of reproduction. These organs are the uterus, or womb, the fallopian tubes, and the ovaries. Under the influence of the hormones, thousands of eggs, or ova, have been developing in the ovaries. At last, one of them is released into a fallopian tube. When it is not fertilized, it only lives for a day or so. Meanwhile, the walls of the uterus prepare to receive and nourish the ovum if it should be fertilized. The lining gets thicker and the blood supply increases. When the egg is not fertilized, the extra lining discharges from the body along with some blood. This discharge is called menstruation. It usually lasts from 3 days to a week or even more. Menstrual or monthly periods usually happen about every 4 weeks. However, they are likely to be quite irregular for the first 2 or 3 years, while a girl is still maturing. And later a cycle of perhaps 5 weeks or of 3 weeks is perfectly normal. This menstrual cycle is nature's way of repeatedly preparing the uterus for bearing a baby. It takes time to get used to the changes of adolescence, which at first may seem so strange. However, for many girls, menstruation brings no problems and little discomfort, only the extra care needed for cleanliness. The best way to treat ordinary mild menstrual cramps is to get plenty of the kind of exercise that you're used to and keep in good health. Let's trace the path by which sperm arrive from the sexual organs of the male. Here is the penis, and here the testicles, the parts outside the body. From each testicle, a duct leads into the body. There it joins another tube, the urethra, leading from the bladder through the penis. Each testicle is packed with tubes. The walls of these tubes are lined with special cells. When a boy reaches adolescence, they begin to grow and develop into the male sex cells called sperm, or spermatozoa. Millions of sperm develop constantly along the tubes contained within the testicles. The sperm are moved along, filling other coiled tubes and the duct leading into the body. Fluid from certain glands mixes with the sperm. The sperm-filled fluid is called semen. In preparation for passing the sperm, the penis becomes congested with blood and erect. Muscular contractions force the semen into the urethra and out of the body. It is nature's way of passing the male sperm into the female vagina during sexual intercourse. Here are live sperm shown under a microscope. They propel themselves by lashing their long tails. In sexual intercourse, if sperm are deposited in the vagina, they propel themselves through the uterus into the fallopian tubes. It's even quite possible for sperm deposited just outside the vagina to swim in and fertilize an ovum. If there are sperm in the tube when the ovum is released, one of the sperm may enter and fertilize it. During the next few days, the one cell becomes 2. Then 4, 8, 16. Within a week, still dividing, the tiny cluster has reached the uterus. It embeds itself in the soft lining. Growth begins. And then, in about 9 months...
What a sweet
She's making me feel like $1 million.
Because girls can have babies when their reproductive organs are ready, it certainly doesn't mean that they should. The next years are a time of finding out how you fit into the world. Who are you? What do you want out of life? How do you best deal with this new sexual maturity before you yourself are fully mature?
Hi, you guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Why don't you come help? What? Why don't you come help us?
What are you guys doing?
What does it look like we're doing?
It takes time to get used to all the changes.
Yeah, what car? Get out of here.
For a girl to become a woman, it takes time.